So I'm currently behind the wheel of the 2021 Chevrolet Suburban RST. This is the diesel model, so it features a nice diesel engine, and I'm going to showcase the interior of this thing. So let's get to it. So starting like normal, starting from left to right, you got your normal window switches, door locks, your rear mirror options up front, door latch, door locks up here. To the right of that, you have a whole lot of buttons. So you have the parking brake up top, you have lane assist options, traction control button right here, the parking sensors, you have the auto start stop button of the engine, and you have the plug button. So you turn that on and the plugs work. So below that, you have your four-wheel drive selector. So you have it in auto mode. Then you have 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low, and you can also switch all the lights to the right of that. You can have and then also switching the dim level on the gauges. And tucked to the right of that is the tow buttons and selector, I should say. And here you have the nice gauges that you've probably known to love in all of Chevy's vehicles for the last couple years. So you've got the nice big tack on the left and your speedometer on the right, along with some gauges across the top. So you have your oil temp, engine temps, your fuel gauge, and the battery level. In the middle, you got a nice digital display, which you can cycle through multiple options. So right now it's on just miles per hour. You got trip 1, trip 2, fuel range, oil life, tire pressure, the air filter life, brake pad life, your fuel economy, some driver assistance information, the fuel filter life, the transmission fluid temp, and the diesel engine fluid, which is obviously special to this vehicle. And then you can also have it on a blank page. Now also, that is just the info screen. But you can go home, and the info, which I was on. You got your media, music, you got nav, you got phone, and then you got settings. Bottom left, you see what direction the vehicle is pointed. You see how many miles are on the vehicle and what gear you're in. Taking a step back to the steering wheel, how I was selecting all those options was right here. So going up and down, you just kind of twist this little knob, and going left and right, just go left and right. Around those buttons, you have your phone buttons, so to call and to hang up on your call. Middle of the steering wheel, you get a nice blacked out Chevy badge instead of the normal yellow. To the left of that, you got a heated steering wheel, which I should probably turn on because it's kind of cold. Then you have your cruise control settings as well. Back out a little, give you a better view of the steering wheel. To the right of the steering wheel, tucked behind the steering wheel, is the start stop button. And to the right of that, which is something I really like about this vehicle, is how you select the gears. Now, you don't get that old school behind the, what they say, on the tree gear selector, and there isn't anything down here to change gears. There's no dial. I am actually a fan of these buttons. So park is a button and neutral is a button, as well as the low gear options are buttons. But for reverse and drive, so you don't accidentally hit them in some weird situation, it's a switch. So put your foot on the brake just so you're not moving, and you pull upwards and you're in drive. You pull upwards on this and you're in reverse. You push down, you're in neutral. You push, you're in park. And you have to go into drive, and then you can push for lower gears, and then you can, on the steering wheel, or I mean on the display, every gear I was in is displayed. So park, reverse, neutral, drive, low, and then see low 1, and you can go all the way to 10 because this is a 10-speed transmission. But I am really a fan of just these switches. It took a moment to realize, how they work, but once they work, I'm just a fan of, I'm gonna drive, let me just flick myself in the drive instead of, adjusting any gear lever, which in today's, transmissions, you don't need that anymore. You can just be programmed by buttons, but I'm not a fan much of dials, but I'm really a fan of these switches. Let me go back in the park so I don't see the rear on the screen. So moving to the nice crisp navigation display. So this is the home screen. Features your media if you were connected to a phone and the maps. But swiping over, you get to see all the options that you can select. So you've got your audio. Usually listen to Sirius. You got your phone. I do not have a phone connected at the moment because I'm using it to record this. You got your nav. Let me back out before you see where I am. You got Wi-Fi hotspot. You can select the users for this vehicle, all your settings, time, date, things of that nature. You can update the vehicle. You got all your apps, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, the My Chevrolet app as well. And in the vehicle, you can set things like if you open the rear door, it'll alert you, hey, you might have something in the back. Hopefully you remember you have a child in the back, but there's a reason those options are there because people forget. Teen driver mode, valet mode, things of that nature. You got your Apple CarPlay that I mentioned, Android Auto, swiping again. You got different trailer modes where you can check the status of what's going on. But I don't want to start that up because I'm not the owner of the vehicle. One-star services, rear media. So I'll get to the full interior, but it's basically what's being displayed on these screens. Got your climate controls. So they are digital and they're also down low, but I'll show in a second. Camera, which is really cool because this is when you get all your multiple modes around the vehicle, showcasing everything. Trailer, hitch, all these modes. Basically you get 360 views of the vehicle. And how you get out of here is the easiest way is to push the home button down here, get you back out. You got the My Chevrolet app that I mentioned, but since I'm not connected in, it's not my vehicle, I'm not actually set up for that. Sirius XM, which is what I'm listening to, and a marketplace to download other things. But pretty cool. Over on the right, you have your hazard button, and you have this unique little cubby hole, which honestly I'm not sure what will fit here, but I'll just display it with my hand. I'm a rather large person. I'm over 6 feet tall. I have a really large hand, and this is about as far as my hand can go. I imagine you can stuff your cell phone in here. That's just a unique spot to store some stuff. It's basically got a little silver button. Push it, you can unlock and relock it. Got your vents. Below that is the climate control system that I had mentioned, where you have the digital up top, and you can also control everything the old-fashioned way. That's where the home button was, where I adjusted, got myself back out of the camera views because there's no way to back out that I am aware of. You got your power, your volume on the left, tuner button on the right. You got some plugs. You got your USB plugs down here. You got what I call the old school cigarette port. And then you have a charge mat as well. You get 2 cup holders, which is holding the bottom of my gimbal at the moment. And then you get a nice open area. So this is a bunch of disposable masks, which uniquely were made at the GM factory, which thank you GM for that. Definitely be putting those to good use. Get you a look at the passenger side so you see what you're seeing, or what I'm seeing from sitting in the driver's seat. Got a glove box. let you look at the back seat. So you get 3 rows. Like I had mentioned, both the passenger and driver's seat feature these TV displays in the back with headphones tucked behind the seats, the passenger and the driver's seats, inside the little kangaroo slot, as I would call it. Features a nice sunroof, which extends for both the first and second row of the vehicle. And all of those controls are up top. Got your normal OnStar, SOS buttons in front of that. That's basically what you get with the 2021 Chevy Silverado RST. Thanks for watching.